Today's video, I'm going to show you 7 little games that you can play with your dog also at home if that's winter time or that's a rainy day, or also outside. And some of them are tricks, some of them are impulse control, sniffing or movement, so your dog has everything what they need. The first game that you can play with your dog in this week is the Muffin Tin Puzzle game. What you need for this game is one standard muffin tin, like 6 or 12 cups. I'm using a 12 cups here, a handful of dry treats or kibble, and paper or tennis balls or toys or something similar sized items, one for each muffin cup. How to play the game: take a regular muffin tin and drop a few treats or pieces of kibble into some or all of the cups. Then cover each cup with a paper or tennis ball or toy or something. Set the tin on the floor and let your dog sniff, nudge, and figure out how to move the paper to get the treats underneath. You can make it easier at first by only covering a few of the treats, then gradually build up to covering every cup. Why it's good for your dog: this game challenges your dog to use their brain and nose together, which taps into their natural foraging instincts. It encouraging problem solving and persistence, build confidence, and help tire them out mentally, all without needing a lot of space or time. Because your dog has to think through the puzzle, it can promote calmness, especially for dogs who tend to be high energy or easily frustrated. You can play this game 2-3 times per week as part of a rotation of indoor enrichment activities. It's best to keep each session short, about 5-10 minutes, and always end on a success, so your dog stays motivated and confident. If your dog really loves it, you can even use part of it, like part of their daily kibble, for this game during mealtime. Let's talk about a super easy enrichment game you can set up in under a minute: the sniffing blanket. Grab a large blanket or towel and lay it out loosely on the floor. Don't flatten it completely, you want lots of folds, wrinkles, and layers. Then take a handful of treats or your dog's kibble and tuck them randomly into the folds of the blanket. Hide some deep, leave others more exposed. The variety makes it more fun. Once the treats are hidden, invite your dog to the room and let them sniff the forage at their own pace. You don't need to give any cues, just stand back and watch them use their nose, brain, and paws to hunt for the goodies. To make it more challenging, you can layer 2 blankets on top of each other with treats between both, or place the blanket over cushions, toys, or boxes to up depth and elevation. This game is good for your dog because it taps into their natural sniffing instincts. Dogs are wired to use their nose. It's calming, mentally stimulating, and incredibly satisfying for them. For excitable or anxious dogs, it's a great way to bring down their energy in a healthy, productive way. For bored or understimulated dogs, it's a quick mental workout that doesn't require a big walk. You can play this game a few times a week or even daily if your dog enjoys it. Just change the setup each time to keep it interesting. Give it a try and let your dog nose do the work. It's one of the simplest ways to enrich their day and help them feel more balanced and fulfilled. Today's game is super easy to set up, really fun for your dog, and it taps into your both problem solving and natural foraging instincts. It's called the Towel Knot game. All you need is a regular bath towel, nothing fancy, and a few of your dog's favorite treats or pieces of kibble. That's it. Start by laying the towel out flat, then sprinkle 1 or 2 treats near one end and roll the towel up around them, kind of like a burrito. After it's rolled, tie 1 or 2 loose knots in the towel. You don't want to make it too tight, especially if your dog's new to this kind of puzzle, but just enough that they have to use their nose, paws, or even teeth to figure it out how to untie it and get the rewards inside. Once it's ready, put it down on the floor and let your dog explore it. Now here is the best part, you don't need to help them. In fact, it's better if you don't. Let them problem solve on their own. They might sniff it, paw at it, chew at the knot a bit, that's all part of the process. And this is where the benefits comes in. This game gives your dog a safe outlet for natural problem-solving behavior. It builds confidence, especially in dogs who tend to give up easily. It encourages persistence, which is really underrated skill in dog training. Plus, all the sniffing and physical manipulation of the towel provides mental stimulation. They can help calm them down afterwards. It's also a great way to slow down fast eaters or just add a little variety to their daily routine. You can adjust the difficulty depending on your dog. For beginners, use 1 knot and loosely tied. For more advanced dogs, use 2 knots and hide more treats deeper in the roll. It's quick to set up, fun to watch, and a great way to let your dog engage their brain and body at the same time, all in just a few minutes. Give the towel knot game a try and see how your dog's doing with it. And hey, if they figure it out too quickly, you can always tie knots tighter next time. Today's game is a quick but powerful one, and it's all about impulse control. You're going to hold a treat right in your open hand, palm up, fingers relaxed, and just wait. At first, your dog will probably sniff it, maybe paw at it, maybe even try to take it. That's totally fine. Don't say anything. Don't move your hand, just calmly wait. Eventually, and this might take a few seconds, your dog will pause and look up at you. The second they give you an eye contact, mark it with a yes or a click and then give them the treat. You are not using any verbal cues here, you are letting them figure it out that the calm behavior and checking it with you is what gets the reward. This is great because it teaches your dog to think before they act. It builds self-control and it shifts their focus from the food to you, which is exactly what we want in real life. Whether it's food on the ground, during a walk, excitement at the door, this little game helps them learn to pause and make better choices. You can do 3-5 steps in just a minute or 2, and it's super effective when played consistently. Try it today and let me know how your dog goes. Another game what you can play with your dog in this week is the tug and let go. This is another game for movement. It's not for sniffing or puzzle solving. It's for movement and a little bit training. So grab a tug toy or something what your dog enjoys, a rope toy, a fire rug, or even a knotted towel works. Start by inviting your dog to tug with you. Let the game stay light and fun, and let your dog win sometimes by releasing the toy on purpose. This builds confidence and keep it enjoyable. Every so often, say drop it or whatever word you use for cue, and pause the game until your dog lets go. When they release, prize and either reward with a treat or restart the tug as the reward. Why is it good for your dog? Tug builds engagement, impulse control, and strengthens your bond through structured play. It also bursts energy in a small space, supports confidence, especially when they win, and reinforces listening under excitement. Practicing drop it during play helps your dog learn to get go things calmly without conflict or chasing them around. 2-4 times per week is great, especially if your dog loves interactive play. Keep sessions short, 2-5 minutes, and end on a win. Over. Good. Yes. Today's game is called Under Over, and it's a simple but super fun way to work on your dog's coordination, focus, and trust. And all you need is you. Here is how it works. Sit down on the floor or kneel and use one of your legs to create a little obstacle. If your dog is small, your bent knee might be perfect. If you have a larger dog, you might need to lift your leg a bit higher or sit in a way that creates space under or over. Hold your treat and lure your dog under your leg like a tunnel, marking and rewarding as soon as they go through. Then do the opposite, lure them over your leg like a mini jump. Take it slow at first. Some dogs might hesitate, especially going under. That's okay. Use soft encouragement, keep your movements relaxed, and reward every tiny try. You can even break it into baby steps. 1 paw under, reward, 2 paws, reward again. As they get more confident, you can start giving it a cue like over or under just before they do the movement. That helps them start connecting the word with the action. This game is great because it builds body awareness, helps with trust, especially if they are moving close to your body, and it gently boosts confidence in dogs who are hesitant around new obstacles or tight spaces. Keep sessions short, 2 to 3 minutes is plenty, and remember to celebrate little wins. This one always ends with tail wags. Today we try to teach my dog Mac to back up, and I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to back up, and we are going to do it in a way that's calm, clear, and respectful for the dog's space. Backing up is actually a pretty unnatural movement for most dogs. It takes body awareness, focus, and trust. That's why it's such a great skill to teach, and also why it can be a little challenging at first. So here is how we start. We are going to teach this without any cue at first. This means we are not going to say back up, move, or anything like this at the beginning. We're just going to reward the behavior when it happens naturally. Start by standing in front of your dog in a quiet space with minimal distractions. Hold the treat at your chest or slightly below so your dog sees that you have it, but don't move it towards them. Then very slowly begin to step towards them. Now your dog will likely to do one of the few things. They might sit, they might stare at you, or hopefully they will take a step back to give you space. The moment they step back, mark it with a yes or click and immediately reward them by tossing the treats slightly behind them. The backward toss reinforces the motion and encourages them to keep moving in that direction. We are not pushing into them or crowding them aggressively, just calmly stepping forward with neutral body language. Think soft energy, not pressure. And here is the thing. Some dogs, like Mac for example, might bark when you step into their space. That's totally normal. Barking is often a sign of confusion or uncertainty. They are trying to figure it out what's happening, or they might feel a bit uncomfortable with you approaching. If your dog barks or freezes, pause, soften your body, and maybe take a smaller step next time. You can also try turning slightly sideways instead of facing them head on. That often feels less intense to dogs. Stay consistent and avoid say anything, no cues, no corrections, just mark and reward the backward steps. At first, reward only backward movement, even just 1 paw. As they start to get the idea, wait for 2 steps before you mark, then 3. Once your dog is backing up consistently when you step towards them, even just for 2-3 steps, you can start to add the verbal cue. I like to use back up, but you can use any word you want. The key is to stay the cue right before they start the movement. So here is how you do it. You step forward and just before you move, say your cue, back up, then they step back, you mark it and reward. After a few successful reps, start saying the cue first, then pause to see if your dog offers the backing up behavior without you stepping forward. If they do, jackpot, big prize and extra treats. That means they are starting to understand the cue. If they don't respond, don't worry, just go back a few steps and help them out without your body movement again. If you want more dog tips, join my group, the Calm Canine Academy on School. I will leave the link in the description.